Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Rio Valley. Last time we have began our proper exploration of the time loop, attempted to escape by car, and discovered that the rapidly driving man who we saw in our very first loop is behaving differently from loop to loop, and has not reappeared in the last loop we were in. So, what do we do this time? This time we are going to go and fix up the vending machine to give the lady outside some coffee. Okay, first of all, let's get the comic book from Dr. Fink's office. Yep, take it with me. And you know what, might as well get slightly tipsy. Why not? I should probably... You know what? I am actually just going to save this image, so in the future I remember what it does, so I can manipulate it, I guess. Leave the bottle. Not manipulate, so in the future, when there is a need for specific status effect interactions, I can do that. Maybe I can help. She looks at you suspiciously.
Sure, give it a go.
Press the return change button, but really press it all the way until you hear the plastic start to crack. Then simultaneously press the coffee button and the more sugar button 3 times. The machine stirs to life with a low resonant hum, its internal mechanisms clicking into place, awakened by your input. The display reads, insert coin. Insert a coin and press the coffee button. The coin clinks into the slot. A deep grind echoes from within as the coffee button glows, and the inviting aroma of fresh brew begins to permeate the air. And hear the steaming up.
Oh, what? Nice! I don't know how you figured it out, but thank you so much.
You're welcome. She takes one long sip from the plastic cup and savors the moment. As you don't say anything, she soon interrupts the silence.
Here.
He raises the cup, as if making a toast.
Strangers fixing machines.
Yeah. Okay, we now
Speaking
can
of
do
strangers, I'm Riley.
We now can do the dream intention about our luggage. Eugene, nice to meet you. Thanks to the whiskey, we are not awkward. Yay!
So, first session?
Is it that obvious?
Well, I've never seen you before, so I figured it might be your first.
But how did you know I'm here for therapy?
Ah, that. Well, I saw you exit Dr. Fink's room.
She smiles. She pauses, then looks at you mischievously.
So, how was it?
Well, I've been told it's for my own good, so...
I'm sorry it happened. On the other hand, I'm kinda glad it did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, her dialogue is really degenerating in terms of matching the voice lines to the text blurbs. Oh, I get it now. She winks, as if she's not supposed to say it out loud.
What'd you do?
I did a stupid thing or two during last New Year's Eve.
Oh, boy.
She misses.
Well, I hope Dr. Fink helps you figure it out soon.
Yep.
Not that I have any personal experience with therapy. I only ever go during our mandatory assessments.
Are you from the Space Corps?
My brother, though, he used to visit Dr. Fink daily for quite some time. And trust me, I saw him getting better and better as the months went by. Until he quit.
Why did he quit?
He had a minor disagreement with Dr. Fink regarding some of his, beliefs. But other than that, therapy really helped him get on his feet again. But enough about that.
He puts on an uneasy smile.
So, how do you like the motel? Met the crew yet?
You make it sound like there's dozens of people working here.
Fond of overstatements, aren't you? There's a couple of Flemings here. Uncle Ben, of course, Robin's dad. Aunt Anita was around until a year or two ago, but she's not a part of the place anymore.
Uncle and aunt. You related to them?
No, it's just that I lived here for a while. A long time ago, to be precise. The Flemings took me and my brother in after we lost everything. They became like family to us.
You lost everything. How come?
We lost our mom in a house fire, and our dad had passed before that, so... Yeah, anyway, Uncle Ben was like a father to us. Still is in some ways. He's a little quirky, but he's got a good heart. Robin too.
And we've never met him yet.
I guess what I want to say is, you're in good hands here.
I imagine we will. Yeah, right.
Come on, lighten up.
Have you ever seen the sky suddenly turn red in these parts?
You mean when there's a rocket launch?
What? She looks at your face, noticing your confusion.
You must have heard of Coral Destiny, right?
Of course, we've read their pamphlet. She notes, obviously happy you know at least something about the world around you.
Well, Coral Destiny operates a spaceport not too far from here. And when there's a rocket launch, you can see the whole sky ablaze with this mesmerizing red hue, like a portal to another world.
The name Coral Destiny keeps coming up.
Even from here, it looks amazing. And your timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a launch scheduled for tonight at 8:45.
And it does happen.
Unless...
She looks towards the dark clouds gathering on the horizon. They may call it off because of the storm, but I doubt it. Are you going to watch it?
Not this time. I have other plans. Well, this was fun and all, but gotta go. Thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome. She turns around and leaves. We have 6 inspiration points. So, first of all, hello, Riley. Okay, we know you. Let's fix up the vending machine. You learned and tested the combo to get the vending machine unstuck. Now you can have a coffee whenever you want. And the best thing is, because of the time loop, you won't have to face the dreaded caffeine crash. Rocket launch. At 8:47 p.m., Coral Destiny launches a rocket into space. It seems that launches like this happen often around here. It's doubtful it has anything to do with the time loop, and it's nothing more than a coincidence. Coral Destiny. Mentions of Coral Destiny Space Agency are prominent around here. Indeed they are. Robin. Your father's name is Ben. And there is Ben Fleming, who sort of looks like the driver. The beard is different. The owner of the motel is named Ben. He doesn't seem to be around here. He is the father of the receptionist. Yeah, there is the carriage driver. The driver has a pretty narrow face, so I'm not sure if this is the same person. But they could be. Let's go with they could be. Do we want to take a coffee? You know what? I am going to save. And I see how this affects the, the stats. Oh, I cannot get a coffee. Okay. Never mind then. No coffee for me. Let's go and get our card. And also steal a pen. Take the cheap looking pen. And yep, with the receptionist.
Yes, I have
I'm in a hurry, sorry. At first, she seems to ignore you.
Hey, listen.
After
I
a
have
brief
to go
pause, she
now,
says,
so
Yep.
Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
What's the deal with Coral Destiny? What do you mean? Why would a space corporation come to this deserted valley out of all other options? What better place to hide your nefarious, suspicious activities than in the middle of nowhere ghost town? Oh, it has something to do with the latitudes and longitude. and being close to space. A scientist from Destiny gave a lecture on this at Town Hall, but I wasn't that desperate. You were a fool if you thought the locals would know, or even be able to guess, the real reason for the corporation's presence here. Whatever the case, it did make a difference. Their employees began moving in, new businesses opened, and overnight, Bothwood's a vibrant place again. I mean, they mostly stick to themselves. Their kids don't go to our schools. But man, it's nice to see some new faces. Seems like they're hiding something. Don't know. Maybe? I'm sure they're hiding their space project secrets. But that might just be company policy. She shrugs. Is she telling you the truth? Or is she in on the scheme? Better watch out. You never know who's working for whom. Do they employ locals? Sure. Mostly low-paid work, though. Support, logistics, maintenance, stuff like that. Still, the newcomers have to spend their money too, so a lot of new stores, bars, and restaurants have opened. Then there are space tourists. They are the worst, pestering everyone with questions like we are all part of some space theme park. My mom even opened a bar that caters exclusively to them. Oh, what's the name of the place? The Kupier Belt. She rolls her eyes. Yeah, she rolls her eyes. Thanks, I hate it. What would you have named it? I don't know. Takeoff Tavern? How about you? What are our options here? I cannot help but notice all the alliterations. You know what? One of these is not an alliteration, so let's go with Black Hole. Exactly. So, what kind of projects are Coral Destiny working on? No idea. I don't care, at all about all of that space stuff. I know it's exciting to a lot of people, but it's all boring orbital mechanics, this and traversal speed that to me. What I do know is that they plan to build a mine, I guess, on Mars. But only because all of their workers won't stop talking about it. It's like the most important thing in the world. More important than global crop failure. Don't we have plenty of mines right here on Earth? More than we need. But I guess they want to exploit Mars for rare Earth metals. Dunno. But whatever it is, they sure sacrificed many rockets trying to get there, so it must be very profitable. You know, the fields across the valley are littered with the debris from their rocket tests. We used to play a game as kids, betting on which rocket would explode above the valley, and which would shoot into space. Man, I was so good at that. I guess almost every one that exploded. Don't know how. I would just get this warm feeling in my belly, and I didn't know that it would shatter into a fireball. Something else I can do for you? She quickly taps her phone, and blue light washes across her face. Have you seen a guy wearing a red plaid shirt, driving a blue tow truck?
Oh, that has to be Uncle Frank.
Okay, so he is their relative. That's why he looks similar.
He's a family friend. You've met him?
Or not? Yeah. He drove into the transformer at the parking lot.
Again? Just a few days ago, he crashed into a street lamp near the shuttle stop. He's so reckless. But, you know, he and my dad go way back, so
She shrugs.
I guess that's also why he lets him stay at the motel for free.
So he's staying right here? Point your finger down.
Yep, right here.
Eyebrows raised, she points down as well.
In fact, he's been living here for the last 2 years. Dad says he's a good man that fell on some hard times. I want to believe it, but I don't see it. So, why are you asking about him?
I just need to talk to him.
Oh, all right. His room is number 1, but I don't see his pickup outside, so he's probably not in there.
Suddenly, Jason Burns enters the reception area and approaches the desk, addressing you.
Very sorry to interrupt, but this is an emergency. Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
I wonder if we have ever been here at 8:12.
I'm really sorry. The whole motel's been without internet since Friday.
Since Friday? You've had no internet all weekend?
I know. The internet antenna just stopped working all of a sudden.
All right, no time to lose. Let me take a look at that antenna.
Ah,
Oh, no need for that. A repair technician already came yesterday and fixed it. She said the internet should be back up today around noon.
But the day's already over.
I know. I just got off a call with customer support.
And?
Well, the first operator said this issue falls under another department and he could connect me to them, but since it's Sunday, probably no one will pick up. But since that's the only way, they put me on hold with that awful elevator music, and then...
Can we cut to the conclusion, please?
I was just about to tell you! They said the case is still being processed, and I supposedly misheard the technician who must have said tomorrow or later.
So, no telling when it'll be back up.
That's right. Sorry.
Continue listening.
This is absurd. Why is this happening now, of all times? I have a crucial online meeting at 8:35. Missing it is not an option. I absolutely need the internet.
I'm very sorry about it.
Different recording session, I guess.
After all these years, I finally got a shot at restoring the Rue River Aquifer, and now I'll miss my only chance.
That's possible? I thought our Blackwater situation was one of those unsolvable problems.
No. We've had a process developed for 5 years already. Ever since then, the only thing missing is funding. And now that I've finally gotten the chance to pitch it to someone with both the resources and the interest to back it, everything's falling apart because of the broken internet antenna. That's my luck. I tripped at the finish line and lost the race at the last second.
No, come on! The race isn't over! We are not going to lose! I won't allow it!
You won't?
Of course not! If the future of my hometown hinges on this meeting, I won't let your defeatist attitude drag us down.
This is a different Robin than the one you're used to. We're inspiring her. Still your resolve. She's got game, that's undeniable. Keep listening.
The motel may be offline, but there's internet at the Belt.
The what?
The new bar my mother opened. It's a 5-minute drive to the north. Although right now there's a roadblock on the way.
But I don't even have a car.
I do.
Oh, right. Well, the good news is the roadblock won't be a problem then.
And the bad news?
You'll have to ride a bicycle there, and it looks like a storm is coming. You'll need a personalized card to use the bike. Here, take my card.
Oh, thank you. How do I use it?
Just lean the card against the marked surface on the steering wheel and wait for the green light and buzzing sound. Oh, wait, take these noise-canceling headphones too. My mother is not in the best mood today, so it might get loud at the bar and can't have you getting distracted during the meeting.
Thank you. Let's hope I'll make it there in time. And their internet is working.
Don't worry. Drive carefully, and good luck.
Okay, so I think if necessary, we are likely to be able to nab the bike now. This is Ulterior Paralegal, so let's talk to them and see if it changes when we are talking next to her.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Hello, suspiciously German man. That is correct.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That's great, but I have a question first.
But of course, Mr. Harrow, I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
What can you tell me about Coral Destiny?
Coral Destiny? Mr. Harrow! I'm pleased and excited about your unexpected questions on this subject. They train our brains to always be alert, like a meerkat. Now, where to start? A corporation dedicated to the study, exploration, and colonization of space, starting with Mars, saving humanity, billions of dollars in value, eccentric owner, that type of thing.
An eccentric owner can mean a great many things.
You must have led a very secluded and/or busy life if you don't know anything about Elise Watson, Mr. Harrow. This line is far from secure, so I'll just say that privatizing big state-owned businesses runs in the Watson family. Unlike her dear father, Miss Watson rarely appears in public, but when she does, she always speaks in such a low voice that she's barely audible. Couple that with her plan of getting humanity a new home in this unique moment in our history, the whole our cradle but not our grave, and you get a mysterious aura of great vision and leadership. Now, I suggest we get back to the matter at hand. If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion,
Let's
may
finish
have
this.
consequences not aligned with your best interests. Mr. Harris, so I presume you're ready for the next step in our
Sure,
cooperation.
alright.
Now that's what I'll write down. Well,
Okay. That was Riley, not Elise. Okay. Okay. Now, let's
Are
finish
you
our
ready to
check-in.
check in now, Mr. Harrow?
I need to talk to Ben. He is the manager of this place, right? There is a hint of panic in your voice. He is, but why would you want to talk to my dad, Mr. Harrow? Let's see. Do we want a different room? You know what, sure. I want a new room. One that hasn't been tampered with. Maybe if we get a new room, we will be able to see something cool. I assure you, Mr. Harrow, none of our rooms have been tampered with. Unless you count me cleaning them and changing sheets as temporary. The trouble is, he's not even here. Can I get his phone number then? Yeah, of course. Let me send it to you real quick. There. Okay, I'm ready to check in.
All right then, let's get you. So, number 6, the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And this is your key card.
Wait for her to hand the keycard.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were
Wait for her to finish.
Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest, the guest. So yes, we decided to use How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
Nods and smile politely. You know what? We are slightly drunk and have an option of being a dick. Let's go with that. Oh yes, that's fascinating. I'm so happy for you.
So, here's your key card.
It didn't even matter.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Alright. We have Ben Fleming's phone number.
How can I help you?
Okay. I guess this also explains where Jason disappears after we check in. Okay, still nothing in here. Well then, what do we do? I suppose we can call... Oh, we cannot call. There is no network. We cannot drink any coffee. I suppose one option is we can just... okay. Which room is this? Unknown. We can sit down and wait, as was suggested to us in the previous episode. I think for now we are going to take the car and drive somewhere. Dr. Frank's room. This whole time it was right next to Dr. Fink's room. No. No answer. Frank, I know you're in there. The only answer you get is full-fledged silence. Strain your ears for any hint of life beyond that. The silence only deepens, swallowing the room behind the door. Knock on the door harder, longer, insistently. The door remains stubbornly closed. Ignoring me will solve nothing, Frank. He's probably not even there. No response, not a single peep. Maybe he is deliberately shutting me out. Or maybe he's just not there at all. Frank, cut the crap. Open the door right now. The echo of your voice fades into the void, followed by the oppressive stillness. I just want to talk, Frank. Nothing more. Even if he is in there, he clearly doesn't want to engage. Alright. Try the doorknob. Locked. Okay. How much does this cost us? 1. I think we can spare 1. I think the... honestly, you know what? I am just going to go and check my previous recording. I don't want to screw myself by, you know, ending up without... Okay, It is one. Yeah, it is 5. So we have a spare point we can use on getting into the Frank's room. Frank is either not in his room or he won't open up. You need a keycard to get into his room, or at least a way to bypass the lock. The receptionist loves talking about keycards when you try to check it. You could try to find out more that way. Next loop, as you already checked in this loop. We do not have access to any alternate ways. Maybe she'll tell us
How can I
something.
help you?
Nope, she will not. Nope. I don't want to stare and pass the time. I will take the leaflet. The Coral Destiny leaflet. Can we sit down and read it? Yeah, let's check out the leaflet. Nope. Okay. I am surprised we cannot call Ben. We cannot make paper airplane. I guess one time is enough. Okay, we cannot wait on this bench either. In that case, we are taking the car. And driving south. We drove north last time, so let's go south this time. And we still have 20 minutes. Right. Now where the hell are we? You're living in Rue Valley. No, you're not. We are not walking back to the motel? Absolutely not. We have a car for that. Oh, it's a gas station. I see. It reminds you of your mind sometimes. Better left alone. A dirty curtain blocks the view inside the trailer. Probably for the best. A camera. They look like completely worn down, just like your life. Okay, let's investigate this camera. A watchful eye. Probably something like Safeguard Vision TM, Defender Calm Stealth Edition, or some other verbose name like that. It is recording your every move. Wait a minute. What if this is a reality show? You mean all these people here are actors and nothing is real? Or you mean I'm being filmed for some rich people's amusement? Well, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Not really, no. This whole thing is staged. This is an insane idea. Sorry. Sorry, Eugene, this is... no. These are some very expensive wheels. Overflowing, but it won't spawn. A gas tank stands alone, either left behind or simply forgot. It might be full, ready to blow and turn everything nearby into hell. Or it's empty, useless, slowly rotting under the sun, wind and rain, unwanted and wasting away. Let's imagine that it's full. Just like you. Well, that's grim. Although I'm sure it's full, this was going to be the answer to both of the options. Seats on every bench. Oh, here we can wait for something interesting to happen. And I imagine we will in a bit. After we check out everything else. An old school setup, soapy water and brush, meant for cleaning windshields with love and painstaking care. I love doing it. The windshield, the whole car. Let's give Eugene some positive traits. Gave you peace. Clarity in the midst of chaos. Too bad it's useless now. There is no time to do it properly. Maybe if we come here immediately we would be able to do that? The windshield fluid made the top 5 last year. You know, you were the one who wrote the article. Oh, we are a writer apparently. For better or worse, you've got more than enough gas to keep moving for the next 47 minutes.
Oh, well, of course you're worried. That's crazy.
Yep, he's done it again today. I asked Alex to look for him, but he's too busy with his project to leave the house. So as soon as that roadblock is down, I'm gonna close here and go look for him.
But how does he exit the house on his own?
I don't know. We got a fancy new door, we boarded up the windows, but it doesn't help. Pops has a secret way of just disappearing.
Don't get me started on Alex and his theories.
Yeah, I know. But Frank disappearing like this? Even Alex would be dumbfounded.
He looks toward the screen. On the screen, you see a battered tow truck and a man working on a pristine luxury setup. Wait a second. Isn't the careless driver that you saw at the motel?
Come on, it's not some paranormal thing. Frank's messing with us. I'm sure he's swapped the footage or something.
Even if he swapped the footage, how do you explain he's there at 7:59 and gone at 8?
I don't know, but it's the only thing that makes sense. I've known him all my life. He's up to something.
Brothers, right? Always pulling something.
Yeah, no kidding. You never know what you're gonna get with him.
And somehow they always manage to get away with everything.
Tell me about it. They drive you crazy, but you can't help but care about them.
Right. You try to look out for them, but they never listen, yet they expect you to be there when things fall apart.
True. To be fair, Frank was there for me for 7 long years after Mom died, while we were living at the motel. I was a difficult teenager, let me tell you, so you have to give him that. But ever since...
He falls silent for the moment.
Yeah, it changed him. You know, he's a good mechanic, but lately it's been a pain working with him. There's no such changes with Alex. He's been the same old lunatic he's ever been. A few more wrinkles, a little less hair. That's the only changes I see in him.
Well, consistency does count for something, even if it's consistently... chaotic.
I don't think Alex could be anything else, even if he wanted to.
As you said, brothers.
He laughs.
Well, family is family. Maybe it's on us to figure out how to accept them for who they are.
Yeah, I don't know about that. When someone crosses my lines, I, cut them off.
Maybe that attitude is why a hot girl like you don't have a boyfriend.
It's definitely not that, trust me.
She loves nervously. And I'm far from being a girl, Max.
Oh, come on, take the compliment. I'm 9 years older. I wouldn't complain about being called a girl. So, what's the reason then?
I just haven't really been looking for a boyfriend. What about you? Anyone special?
Whew, I wish. If only I could have found someone decent and respectable. Pops would be so proud.
He trails off, suddenly, leaving an awkward silence hanging in the air.
Hey, do you ever look back on something you did and wonder if you were wrong? Even though you thought it was the right choice at the time?
Well, I keep asking myself if I made a mistake every day since I quit.
No, not like that. I mean, something bigger.
She frowns.
Bigger than uprooting your entire life? I don't know. Feels like I'm already free-falling as it is.
I mean, something you'd rather people never know about, even if you had good reasons.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like the truth does more harm than good, but keeping it quiet for too long, that's tough, or at least for me. Maybe that's why I'm running now. Feels like freedom, leaving it all behind, but sometimes I wonder if I'm just avoiding facing some things head on.
Yeah?
Her voice is quiet, almost a whisper.
Easier to run.
They both fall quiet for a while.
I think the rain is letting up. Hope it'll stop soon. Hey, do you sell those little croissants? You know, the ones filled with stuff?
24-hour Butterbloom Choco?
No, the ones with the vodka-flavored cream or something.
Ah, these.
She points to the package of mini croissants on the shelf.
Ah, yes! How much are they?
$9.89.
Here. Anyway, I'm glad we ran into each other, even if it was just in passing.
Yeah, everyone's leaving one by one. I get it, though.
Yeah, well, people change, things change. New faces come eventually.
Perhaps, but it's not the same. Us K's, though, we were the first to arrive, so nothing could convince us to leave. I just hope we don't die out soon.
You won't. Don't worry.
I still don't know what to make of Frank vanishing just like that.
He looks at the monitor. I imagine Frank disappeared into some kind of time fog of the time loop and had escaped.
I know. It's weird. Gotta admit, something feels off.
Wait, I just have to see it once more.
She starts fiddling with the footage, playing it forward and backward. Every time, as soon as the timestamp reaches 8 p.m., the careless driver and his pickup completely disappear.
It's no use. Won't find anything new.
You're probably right. Oh, the rain seems to be stopping. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
They share a long-sided look, the kind only possible between two people who couldn't be more different, yet have known each other forever. And then... the loudest... and then she has phased through my body. The loudest thunderclap strikes, and, triggered by it, they both unfreeze, ending this heavy moment. Well, that was a lot of yapping, but nothing that directly helps us advance through the time loop. But at least we learned a bit more about Frank. Glossy stacks that waste time and money, time loop or no. Croissants. They look delicious, but there is no expiration date inside. Hidden poster. In front of you is a plain old-school poster, showing a tiny cat clinging to a narrow branch, paws barely hanging on. Below that precarious feline, the words "Hang in there" convey a straightforward message of encouragement in heavy block letters. Interesting. Haven't seen a motivational poster like this in ages. They come and go. One decade they are nostalgic kitsch, the next they are everywhere again. Rinse, repeat. Maybe that's how I should approach my own predicament. The kitten found itself in trouble, dangling on a branch, but it treats the whole mess like an adventure, refusing to give up. I could really use a bit of positivity right now. It never hurts to see things in a slightly brighter light, even if only for a moment. Alright, kitty, I'll hang in there. For a moment, you'd swear the cat winks back, only for reality to remind you it's just your imagination. So we now have a point to trigger a reality show idea, but honestly, I do not believe it for a minute. So... Mac's gas lady. She has a brother, Alexander. Her father, Walter K., is missing. Where is Walter? Maxine's father is missing. I think for the time being I would rather save my inspiration points in case there is something more prescient? Something more immediately relevant. I hope the drawer opens with a satisfying zing. A casually abandoned ledger lies on the counter, left out like a leaflet or a cheap magazine. She either feels completely safe, or the sparse numbers aren't worth protecting. Okay. The monitor cycles through cameras covering every inch of the gas station, inside and out. No wonder Maxine rarely leaves the counter, if ever. Even with all that tech, Frank still managed to disappear. Let's chat with Maxine. Though she meets your gaze, the woman chews on something viciously for a few moments before she acknowledges your existence.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yard, or you don't want something else? We got no booze, mind you.
Let me guess. There are cameras everywhere. This is why you know what I'm driving.
Yep. Have to keep your property protected, and this is the best way. You got a problem with that?
You know what? Is this only an appetizer or a full course of your hospitality? Her blush is fiercer than the fiery skies, and her whole body tightens like a lynx ready to pounce. Adrenaline overflows your system. But then,
Like two bulls in heat clashing horns.
she laughs, and somehow the tension dissipates.
Apologies for that. Not in the best of moods today, and neither are you, pal. Let me start over. Maxine K.
He extends a rough and callous hand toward you. Unfortunately... Why can we not do that? Oh, because we are not awkward anymore because we are slightly drunk. Ignore him. Fuck. She shrugs, and another of your insults glances off your arm.
And before you ask, yeah, I named the station after myself, Max Gas.
I get the joke. You want your customers to get Max Gas.
To be honest with you, I didn't give that much thought to it. The name just made sense to me. I wanted to have something of my own, and I wanted it to be known.
Okay. This is why I always felt like shit when I had to use two names for my articles. Is it really even mine then?
Pseudonyms? Articles? You just continued a story that was already underway in your own head.
I was a content writer, and was forced to use fake names for the articles that I wrote.
I know what pseudonym means, thanks very much. And this content writing thing sounds much like lying to me. But you do have a point. One must stake a claim to what they own, otherwise outsiders just gonna take it all. I reckon this might look strange to you, but my family used to own this whole place, from the mountains and the source of the River Roo to the canyon that goes to Gray City. But the only thing that's left out of all is the ranch house up north. And from the whole large family, the only ones that's still alive are Pops, Alex, and me.
A whole ranch house, just for the three of you. Or do we keep hammering in the unkind? No, I don't want to be unkind. I don't want to be that kind of person.
Yes, and? I don't know how you city people live in those rat holes of yours. Space is what a human needs. An empty space is the only thing we have left. You didn't come here to listen to me rambling about the sad history and state of the K family. What can I do you for?
What was this outpour of reminiscence?
I guess you got me at the wrong time at the right place. Now, what can I do for you?
I am trapped in a time loop. The only thing worse than the sudden stare she gave you is the excessive eye roll that followed.
I ain't got no time for crazy. You either gonna buy something or move on. I got enough of this shit at home.
She looks very annoyed. Maybe that wasn't such a great idea. No, seriously. I'm reliving the same 47 minutes over and over again.
Alright, listen now.
She leans on the counter and points her finger up the road outside.
Just follow this road north and you'll reach the motel. Ask there for Doc Fink and you'll be all settled. Now either buy something or move on.
I get it. She nods and returns to her routine. Well, fuck this then. You know what? Let's just get the reality show intention. So, you're in a reality show. I always knew something like this would happen. Your every action is being filmed for someone's entertainment. From now on, you have to watch your step. Fuck. Indeed. I wonder what it's called. Probably something nice. You know what? The Harrow Show. The cover image. Multiple television sets, each showing a segment of your said face, forming an entire portrait of you. Face? Sure, but I can never put a camera in my hat. Yeah, no, this is completely untrue, and I hope I'm not wasting valuable inspiration points for something. Do you ever have a feeling of being under constant surveillance?
What now?
Surprised, she stops almost mid-sentence. but then her facial expression shows a great deal of familiarity.
Ah, you listen here. It doesn't matter how much paranoidness going on in your head, I seen more. And no matter how much I don't care about all that, fortunately for Alexia, there ain't no way in hell anyone can hack into these cameras. They're connected to this here machine.
She points to a security terminal behind her and continues.
Through a special secured router completely separated from the internet and protected by firewalls and some other technical mumbo-jumbo, courtesy of my brother's assistants.
She slows down, as if to catch her breath.
So, only surveillance here is done by myself on this there little screen.
I bet if we look for networks, there will be a private network here, and maybe in Frank's room we can find the password.
Any other dumb questions?
Nope. Check available Wi-Fi connections. You notice a flickering Wi-Fi network. Max gas. It's shaky, but has just enough juice to get you going. Alas, even those 3 bars are locked behind a password. Care to share a
No.
password?
Are you gonna buy something or what?
Is that like a requirement for the password?
Well, it'd be nice. You ain't just here to gawk, are you?
Well, actually...
Don't you go get all riled up. I got the password here somewhere. It's T3ST exclamation point X5V3R1TA5.
So, test something veritas.
If my no-good brother came up with that spewing, let me tell you, it's one of the easier passwords he came up with. You ought to see the awful mess of a daily password waiting on me back home. The thing looks like someone hit a keyboard while sneezing.
Just looking around. Bye-bye. Okay, we have Wi-Fi, but we have nothing to do with it. Report Walter's disappearance to the police. Brotherhood Sheriff Department, Deputy Sheriff Cody speaking. How can we help? The man sounds bored out of his mind, like you've just interrupted his hour-long stare at the ceiling cracks. I want to report a missing person.
Right. Is that person an adult?
Boredom seeps from deputy's every word. You wonder if he is even present, mentally, or just going through a remembered checklist. Yes.
So, right here, adult. Has it been more than 24 hours?
Yes.
Roger that, sir. So, right here.
He continues mumbling to himself.
All right. What's the missing person's name?
Walter Kane.
Cousin Walt's missing? Again?
How do you mean, again?
I mean, well, he's confused these days. Cousin Walt's prone to going MIA. He gone done it like half dozen times. But every time he just shows up. So, he used to get calls from Maxine, but I reckon she gave up after a while.
Then he seems to remember something.
Wait a moment. Who am I talking to? Who's doing the reporting?
Eugene Harrell?
Eugene Harrow.
I mean, I would be secretive, but we are in a time loop, so this literally does not matter. He spells out your name, letter by painful letter.
Wait, I've never heard Walt even mention you.
Slowly, lazy keyboard clicks come from the other side. Like the deputy sheriff has all the time in the world.
Here it is. One Eugene Harrow, resident of Greater Gray City, MP. What the hell you doing out here, pal? What do you have to do with Cousin Walt?
I'm just a concerned citizen.
Oh, there's still such a thing? It's within your rights, Harrow. As I've said, Cousin Walt's gone missing before, but every time he came back under his own horsepower, alive and well. But I'll do you a solid and file this missing person report.
Nothing will come out of this. This man won't lift a finger even for Cousin Walt. Seems like justice in Rio Valley is slow and unachievable, even for the well-connected. Thank you for your service.
Only doing what we're here for.
Buckle. With that, the line is dead. Yeah, okay, we cannot report this development to her. So let's go outside and finish examining the area. Okay, there is actually nothing to examine. We have gotten all examined out. Smile for the camera. Just smile? You can do better than that. Give them the one-finger salute. Like a pistol drawn at high noon, your middle finger shoots up. It's a silent, rebellious declaration, bold as a gunshot in the Wild West. As the dust settled, the whole world is a witness. No bullet flying. Just raw attitude. Now that felt pretty good. It sure did. We have 2 minutes, so I guess we will just sit down. Okay. We cannot do anything. So let's just play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists. Until the loop ends. The game starts, and the already familiar antagonists appear to wreak havoc on your pile of boxes. Wish them on. Enough of this for now. I think this is the wrong direction for the explosion. I think it's supposed to be coming from the upper right actually, because we came from the upper right and we went south, and the explosion should be coming from the north. You're getting used to this. A fire in the sky, loud noise, your typical Sunday. Close your eyes. So, the checkout. Dream recalled. You tried to leave this damn motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. And what did that do? Unknown.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
We are, and we need to finish the conversation. Yeah, and I have a question. Could you help me make sense of the dream I had? Dream? The doctor raised his left eyebrow, seemingly intrigued at your question. Perhaps it'd be better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires... perhaps it would be better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires time that we don't have right now. But I worry I might forget some of the details if we wait until tomorrow. Well, I guess we can at least make a start today, focusing on the most vivid death, and we'll continue with a deeper exploration tomorrow. Alright, please go ahead and share your dream. Share the dream about checking out of the motel. And that's when I woke up, very thirsty. Dr. Fink nods his head, looking at you intensely. Thank you for sharing it with me, Mr. Harold. The suitcase, the struggle with the checkout vault, and the malfunctioning vending machine. They all seem to be significant. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? The suitcase was supposed to be simple, just my things, but it felt alive. What does it mean for a suitcase to feel alive? It joked, like something was inside trying to get out. And when it opened, your belongings have become snakes. What does that transformation suggest to you? They weren't my things anymore. They were free. And your first instinct was to slam the lid shut, to contain it. Why not just leave it there? They look dangerous. I couldn't let them loose. And you brought this dangerous suitcase with you, no less. That's a powerful sense of responsibility. Not just for your own safety, but to prevent the danger from spreading. He's not buying it. Yeah, I don't know, I panicked. Mr. Harrell, there is no shame in your reaction. You responded instinctively to a perceived threat in the way that felt most natural to you. Containment is a familiar strategy, but when we consistently choose to bury our problems rather than face them, we are merely postponing a confrontation. Now let's touch upon other elements of your dream. The checkout form was impossible to fill out. The more I tried, the more the ink consumed everything. What do you think the form represents in the process of living? A proof that I was here, that I'm done. And the ink? What does that mean that it spread and ruined your writing? It felt like... it was like my own hand was betraying me. So naturally, you snatched another form and started over. But even on the new form, the ink seeped through. What does that tell? That I always mess it up, no matter what. But nevertheless, you continued writing on a form that was already ruined. Why not just leave it? I had to. It's the rules. You can't just leave. You felt compelled to complete a process that was, by that point, utterly meaningless. You wrote in black on black. A perfect metaphor for an empty gesture. What I hear is a man who needs to be able to tell himself, I did everything I was supposed to do. Even when your actions had no effect. The performance of the task itself was crucial. It allows you to confirm a fatalistic conclusion that you always mess it up, and the outcome was inevitable from the start. But let's move on to another symbol for now. I was so thirsty, but the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back. Again and again. How did it feel to be promised relief of a basic need, and then consistently denied it? Frustrating. It felt like a stupid, cruel joke. And yet, your response was to insert another coin, and then another. What were you hoping would change? I thought maybe this time it would just work. It had to, eventually. So you continued, the same action, with the same tool, expecting a different result. Why not stop? Why not walk away and find water somewhere else? It was the only option available. Seems like you'd rather exhaust yourself in a battle you know you're losing, than disengage and admit that strategy is flawed. You became so focused on getting what you deserved that your real goal, to quench your thirst, was completely forgotten. This is a dangerous kind of denial, Mr. Harrow, because it masquerades as perseverance. You are convincing yourself that sheer stubbornness is a virtue, but it's actually just hiding from the fact that your chosen solution is broken. The doctor's gaze pierces through your soul. Now, let us consider the dream as a whole. In each scenario, you encountered an obstacle, and in each, you chose a similar path. When faced with a terrifying truth, you chose to contain it. When faced with a futile process, you chose to complete the empty ritual. When faced with a broken solution, you chose to repeat it. The common thread here is not the nature of the obstacles, but your reflective response to them. Your subconscious is illustrating the very strategy you use to avoid confronting what is truly troubling. I'm not avoiding anything. I'm doing what needs to be done. And that is the heart of the issue. These need-to-be-done actions have consistently failed to resolve anything. You're treating the symptoms while ignoring the illness. I cannot tell what specific burdens you carry, but I can see the weight of them in your steadfast refusal to admit they exist. That refusal is the one problem that makes all others impossible to address. Until you can face that, you will remain stuck, endlessly performing what you believe needs to be done, without ever addressing what actually needs to be done. He pauses for a moment. Tell me, have you considered that the incident, the one that led you here, wasn't some isolated random event, but the result of built-up tension? I asked you to make sense of the dream, not to diagnose me. I need a solution for the loop, not a lecture about how my own mind is the problem. The loop you need to break is this very cycle of denial. Your refusal to even entertain the possibility that your mind is trying to show you something is the very wall you keep crashing into. You'll either find it in you to admit this, or things are going to get better. Not here, and certainly not out there. He glances at the clock.
All right then. That's it for today.
We still have a lot of questions to ask, but I
You
suppose
should
we
go
can...
and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Well, that's a deep discussion. But this will be the end of today's episode. Tomorrow, we will continue our investigation and try to get into Frank's room. So, thank you for watching everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.